Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's Cam back at you again with another video. Today I thought I'd show you my top 5 favourite guitars. And so many of you have asked me about this because, well, I get variations of the same question, like what are your preferences? What is your favourite guitar? If you were to have a guitar, what would you have made? Or a custom guitar, what would you have made? I get loads of variations on what do I like as a player. And I thought I've got everything I could ever need, so I thought I'd show you my top 5 favourite guitars. Obviously we have many, but it was really hard to choose which my top 5 were. And nevertheless, we will begin. There is no ranking order, but nevertheless, let's begin. Starting off with, we have the Evh Wolfgang, and obviously my Wolfgang here is not a regular Wolfgang, it is an Evh Wolfgang Special from 2015, and this one is a limited edition. They only made 150 of these. This one has the Van Halen 2 graphic on it, and this one has a Tune-o-matic bridge, like a Les Paul, and it's a really awesome guitar, this. I've always loved the Wolfgang ever since it emerged in 2007. The Evh Wolfgang is 11 years old this year, and it is, I feel old. The guitar is awesome. I was always a fan of Van Halen, and there are little things about this guitar I absolutely love. The pickups are to die for. The Evh Wolfgang bridge in particular, I've always loved that pickup. It's just so much, there's so much punch, and it's a really powerful but warm humbucker and cleans out real nice. Another funny detail I love with these guitars is the Bourne pots that you get. You get really low friction pots for the volume pots, so if you want to do cathedral, it's no problem. They never crackle either, which is great. And also a tone knob, which I also love. Another cool thing with a Tune-o-matic bridge is you can do the whole running with the devil thing, which is really fun. They've got a great neck on them, as I say, compound radius, feel really, really awesome. There's only one flaw, funnily enough, with the Wolfgang that really pisses me off, frankly. If you are trying to wind the G string, you can't do it with a string winder without catching the end horn on the headstock. Bit of a design flaw, but I don't really care, because the end result is an awesome sounding guitar. Absolutely love it. As I say, this was a limited edition, only 150 pieces were ever made, and I adore it. Gorgeous guitar. Kicking off with the Charvels, this is candy. For some of you, or many of you, who knows, this is the first guitar you ever saw me play. And it is obviously a 2012 Sharm El San Dimas. It's one of the very last ones they made, and I absolutely love it. It's the first Charvel I ever got, and we bought it from Richtone Music. I think it was April 2012 we got this, and I wanted to get another guitar that was alongside my Big Apple Strat, which I've recently done a video on, and it's just got such a unique sound. When we got up to the shop, I was originally going to buy the Candy Red SoCal, because I prefer red to blue. It's as simple as that. But when I ended up trying this, sounded way better. I don't know why, it might have just been the piece of wood or the pickups, who knows, but it just sounded amazing. And it's probably my most Van Halen sounding guitar I own, bar the EVH guitars that we have. It sounds truly awesome, it feels amazing, and a cool thing about the Japanese guitars that I actually prefer with this range is the actual feel of the necks. They're really, really rough. You get some of the Mexican models nowadays and some of the US ones that are super smooth, almost too smooth in my case. Whereas this one, I can really grip it. They feel really, really great. The shape's awesome. And also they've got a real sort of eggy yellow finish on the neck, or no finish, I should say. It's like an almost like an omelette coloured stain on the neck, and I don't mind that. It feels great. But it's really good for measuring your progress. Looking at the light now, you can see how much I've played this guitar because how dark the neck is. It's because I've played it so much, did all my learning on this guitar, and I can't say anything else. It's gorgeous. Sticking with the Charvels, we have my 2016 Neon Pink San Dimas. We named this guitar Penelope, after Lady Penelope with the pink Rolls Royce. And I adore this guitar. Obviously, not only is the pink a really sexy colour that girls literally die for, but it's just an awesome hard rock machine with a few select differences to the Japanese models. You have the 6-pack sound, which is basically a coil split feature, which is really, really great. You get a whole range of selected sounds, more sounds than the USA models that are currently out, which don't have the 6-pack of sound feature. We also get a tone knob, which is really, really awesome. And the Floyd Roses, this sounds really stupid, but the Floyd Roses are clunk free, so that although they're technically the same as all of the Floyd Roses that have ever existed on the Charvels for the last 10 years, they're literally clunk free. And they feel like a German Floyd Rose, and they're just amazing. Really, really love them. They've got a really smooth speed neck, they call it, with a 12 to 16 inch compound radius, like all the Charvels, but this one's just got a slightly rounder profile, but it doesn't matter. Still sounds great and feels great. And also little differences like the thumb wheel truss rod adjustment really set these guitars apart. And it's just one of the wildest guitars of my collection, and it would be rude not to put it in here. Nevertheless, that's it. Penelope. So, a lot of you are probably thinking, oh god, not another Charvel. This is actually a guitar a lot of you guys asked me about. This is a Stormshadow DBX, and this guitar is the newest guitar that I own. It is handmade in the UK. It was finished 11 months ago by Rich, head of Stormshadow Guitar Works in Sheffield, and it's got so many unique little features and is probably the closest to a signature guitar I've ever owned. And there's only one of these made. And the colour is Pastel Pink Pearl, so it's a pearlescent finish, which is really, really nice. It's got the best Floyd Rose on it you can actually buy, which is the Shallow Lockermeister Floyd Rose. We have a detuner on it, so if I want to go into the drop D moments, I can. The Floyd Rose is set down really hard against the body as well, so it literally behaves like a hardtail. So I can literally do all of these crazy, the unison bends and everything, and the bridge won't move. Literally, I can do all these crazy sort of, these country bends and stuff, and the bridge won't move, so it's basically like a hardtail. It's got a Seymour Duncan Alternative 8, which is a really powerful pickup, and a hot rails in the bridge, in the neck, sorry. And we have a Seymour Duncan Blackout Modular Preamp, so the guitar's active. Also, you can see red springs. These are noiseless from Evh Tone, and the Evh Tone big brass block for extra sustain. It's an amazing guitar. It's as I say, this is Stormshadow's actually got a range of these on order now. He's made 2 DBX guitars. There's only going to be 10 made, and I think there's 8 more available to order to your own custom spec. So if you want to go have a look, please do. They're absolutely amazing. And I'm lucky enough to own the first one. It's got a matching headstock there and Spurzal pearlescent tuners. They're really, really great. I don't know if you can see that there. They're the pearliest tuners in the world. They're really, really cool. So there we go. The Pink Panther, it was named. There we go. To conclude, we have my Big Apple Strat, a guitar that you guys have very recently seen and I've done a more detailed video on. I love this guitar. It's the same age as me. It's got the locking tuners on it, that's an extra modification, and it's just an all-out amazing guitar. It's my first, if you like, proper guitar. Absolutely adore this thing. It's got really rare pickups in. You've got the Pearly Gates Plus, which you can't find in any other guitar apart from this and the Double Fat Strat, which was made in the late 90s to the early 2000s, I believe. Absolutely awesome guitar. It's just so well rounded. It's also got the 5-way switch with some really weird positions in. I'm not one, as I emphasized in the previous video, I am not 100% sure of the windings. I know for a fact that you've got the bridge humbucker, the middle position is both humbuckers on, and then you get the neck humbucker in the 5th position. But positions 2 and 4 are really weird. I think the first position, the second position, so therefore the first of the single coil positions, if you like, is the outer coil of the bridge pickup and the inner coil of the neck pickup. And then you get position 4, which I think is the the inner coil of the bridge pickup and the outer coil of the neck pickup. It's really, really weird, and I don't care if I'm wrong. It sounds amazing. And if you can find one dead cheap now, which I doubt, because they sell for really high prices now because they're quite old, but they're really, really good. I recommend them to anyone. Super high quality, and I've got a real soft spot for this guitar. It's absolutely amazing. The Big Apple Strat. Thank you very much for watching this video, you guys. Hope you like what you've seen. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the videos. Check out some of my other lessons. I'll be back with more soon. Take care.